Well, students, good evening to all of you. So, guys, today is our exam preparation class of paper 2, history and political economy of education. Right, guys? I hope, guys, you have given your first paper. Okay, we have got a call, from many students. Okay, paper was fantastic. You have given a paper according to whatever you have taught. So we are discussing the second paper, history and political economy of educations. And guys, you have seen your first paper and you have got the idea. Many questions have repeated. Even the same thing has repeated. Okay, nothing was changed, right, guys? So I have already told you many times, guys. The main thing is that to fill the pages. You have to finish six long question, 6 or 7 pages, and within a 30 minutes you have to finish. And for the short answers you can give the 2 pages and up to 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, guys? So same pattern, same style of writing the exams. You have to attempt your second paper, which is held on 3rd April, right, guys? History and political economy of education. Okay, and side by side I open the your syllabus. This is the syllabus, right? History and political economy of education, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and unit 4. After that, this is your last year paper, right, guys? History and political economy of education, this is the last year paper. Okay, so what we will do in today's class we will discuss last year paper. Okay, well, I have already 1 hour before, okay, I have sent you the PDF file. If you want to get the PDF file, you can request me again. Okay, I will send on your number. Okay, so this solved paper we will discuss in today's class, as well as whatever has left from the syllabus, right, guys? So I start with the last year paper. So 4 question has come, right? First is main recommendations of Buddhist period, then salient features of settler commission, then education for nationalism, and educations for rural populations, right, guys? So these 4 questions, came in the last year, right, guys? So first we talk, okay, main recommendations of Buddhist period. Okay, now cursor is okay. So I come to my, solved paper. Okay, this is the solved paper, and the first question is, you can see that this one, right, guys? Right? History and political economy of education, solved paper MEd first sem, paper 2. The first is main recommendations of Buddhist period. So, guys, this is your short answers. Okay, you know that in your short answers, you have to fill 2 pages, around 2.5 pages, right? But whatever you have to, read the question once, twice, and thrice. Okay, so it is talking about main recommendations of Buddhist period, right? So, guys, you can say that around the Buddhist education. Okay, Buddhist education system was developed on the basis of basic life. This education is based upon moral, mental, and physical development of a student. Okay, little bit, first of all, you have to talk about, because he is asking about the main recommendations of the Buddhist period. Okay, so you have to talk little bit. Then, guys, you can make the heading. You can see that. Okay, I have made the heading features oblique main recommendations of Buddhist education system in India. Okay, if the questions comes now features of Buddhist period, so then you have to give the same answer, right? But if the question has come main recommendation of a Buddhist period, then guys you have to make the heading only main recommendations of Buddhist system of educations. So basically this you have to explain. Okay, so we have already discussed this paper, right? तो यानी कि मेन हम इसको भी एक बार देख लेते हैं, right, guys? So it is talking about according to when at the time of the Lord Buddha, the education was you know uh, this education system has a broad and positive vision towards teaching, right? Student belonging to any caste, religious, races are welcomed with equality in the Buddhist education system, right? So harmonious development tha, ye sara ka sara you have to explain about the Buddhist system of education, right? Next question is the salient features of the Sandler Commission's 1917, right? So guys, first of all, you have to give the introductions. In 1917, the government of India appointed a commission to study and report on the problems of Calcutta University, right? Basically, and the name, if you can remember, Dr. M.E. Sadler, Vice Chancellor of the university, was appointed as chairman. The commission included two Indian members, namely Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee and Dr. Ziauddin Ahmed. Okay, so basically, you know what this commission did? So this commissions basically they reviewed the around the Calcutta University. Okay, so ye dekho, I have written the Sadler commissions because the important point na I have highlighted and I am discussing in the lecture important points, right? Rest you can study already. Second time I am taking this class. Okay, you are already familiar with this, right? The Sadler commissions reviewed the entire field from school education to university education. The Sadler commissions held the view that the improvement of the secondary education was a necessary condition for the improvement of a university education. Basically, you have to talk about here the features of the Sadler commission. He has to talk about the Calcutta University. Okay, around they have to work on the secondary educations and these all things. You can see that features of the Sadler commissions, right? So these all the I have made the notes and I have given you the file already. ये देखो क्या है मतलब main one or two we discuss. All the teaching resources in the city of Calcutta should be organized so that the Calcutta University may become entirely a teaching university, right? A separate teaching and residential university should be established at Dhaka. An academic council should be set up in each university to deal with all academic questions. For example, those connected with the course of study, examinations, and conferment of degree and research. Means, guys, we are talking about 1917. Okay, when actually education came, universities started. Okay, there was a existence of universities. Okay, we are talking about 100 years back. So on that time, there was, universities were not organized. Okay, so that was lot of problems in these. Central commissions basically, he reviewed that university. Okay, you have to write. Okay, second, third is educations for nationalism. Okay, so this is a general. Okay, you can write it. Education for nationalism, as you know, Nelson Mandela has said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nationalism is a modern concept. Basically, the 19th century has been called the age of a nationalism in Europe, while 20th century witnessed the rise and struggle of powerful national movement through Asia and Africa. Education plays a vital role in a human being's life. Also in school and colleges, students also get the knowledge of a society, social behavior that run the society. So guys, basically now, you have to understand it is talking about education for nationalism. Basically, whatever being teachers and being principals, okay, we are educating the student. So basically, whatever our constitution says, okay, our values towards the nationalism. So these kind of things now we get through the education, basically, right? Basically, through education, what happens? We make the person civilized, right? Are you agree? We make the person cultured. We make the persons well behaved, right? And he should obey the constitution. He should be familiar with the being a citizen of the India. What should be his duty, right? So these all things we get through the educations. In this answers you have to write this thing, right, guys? Okay. So our next question is, so I have made a very important, very good notes for you, okay, regarding this. Okay, this is the long questions. Okay, side by side, guys, we see our paper also. This is our last year paper, right? History and political economy of educations, right, guys? So first, all three questions we have discussed. The fourth questions you have to do from your guide. Educations for rural population. This is also a general, right? Mala, how the education is helpful for the rural population. The same we discussed how the education helps for the national integrity, national understanding, right, guys? Under the unit 2, okay, out of the two questions we are discussing the Macaulay minute, right? Write a detailed note on the Macaulay minute. So guys, this is your answer of Macaulay minute. Okay, it can come the long questions. Okay, matlab after finishing this paper we will see our syllabus. Okay, right? So that means nothing should be left. Okay, means out of it two sections we know that now we have to attempt one question. But guys, here we have to note, if we are opting a one particular section, so then we have to cover all the chapters under that particular section. Okay, so now Macaulay minute kya hai? This is a important, many time it comes. That's why I have made a notes on this, right, guys? So Macaulay, you have to talk about Thomas Babington Macaulay, who is generally regarded as the architect of the system of education in India during the British rule. He was a great historian, linguistic, orator, politician, statesman, and thinker. He was regarded as one of the first great literary figure of his time. As a parliamentarian, he made his mark in the British Parliament. He came to India in 1834 and joined as a law member of the Executive Council of the Governor General. He was also appointed as the president of a General Committee on Public Instructions by Governor General Lord William Bentinck. So guys, this introduction is necessary. Okay, because if we are talking about the Lord Macaulay, we are talking about the Macaulay minute. So in a one line, basically Macaulay minute is to introductions of the language, introductions of the English language. Ana? Matlab he made his speech in the parliament, so that has become the minute, and it was approved by Lord William Bentinck, who was a Governor General during the British time. So here, why we are writing that a little bit introductions, because guys you should know that, because there is a one topic, Bentinck resolution, right? So you should know the name, that who was a Lord William Bentinck, who Lord William Bentinck was a Governor General on that time. So when we talk about, when the questions come, Bentinck resolution, yeah, questions come, write a detailed note on the Bentinck proclamation. So you should know that. Malab, this thing approved by the Bentinck, right? Malab, in the light of education. So Macaulay minute, we already have discussed, and little bit we discussed here. Macaulay minute, basically he worked on the education part, and during his speech, malab he during the speech he advocated there should be a compulsory English education, right? So you can say that introductions of the English language. Okay, this speech was given by the Macaulay and was approved by the Governor General Lord William Bentinck. Okay, guys, yes, all right, has written. Okay, you can see that I have made it bold and underlined, so that okay, the main point we can discuss in the class, right? Okay. This is the proposal of the minute. Okay, then main aim of introducing English system of education in India. Okay, under this you have to write why they introduce the English system. You should know that, guys. Because of that, they want to finish, they want to eradicate the, you can say that this is called Indian education. They started, because English English has come from the Europe, right? Okay, so basically all the literature and other things They started. Okay, so basically, and here you have to talk about the downward filtration theory under the Macaulay minute. You should know that. Okay, sometime short questions can also come, so you should know that what is the downward filtration theory. Downward filtration theory means the education was provided to a small portion of the people. Through them, education was conveyed to the masses. Okay, or basically, what was the purpose of British? What was the purpose of a Macaulay or Lord Bentinck or the British persons to introduce the English system? Because they want that they want such type of a person. They should be Indian through blood, okay, through blood, but they should be, you can say that they should be a British through the soul. Okay, and even Macaulay minute was criticized. He criticized the Oriental learning. Oriental learning, guys, Indian learning, you can say that, right? Our education, okay? He criticized, and he said that, if you can remember, so you can write it. He said that a single shelf of the good European library was worth the whole native literature of India and Arabic. So basically, Macaulay he criticized our literature, right? Our languages, and he introduced the English language as well as science language, European cultures in 1834. We are talking about 1834 in the British Parliament, and approved by the Lord Governor William Bentinck, right, guys? So this is all Macaulay minute you have to write. Okay, so you can see that swiftly what you have to write. If the questions come, detail note on the Macaulay minute. So first you have to talk about the Macaulay little bit, then proposal of the Macaulay minute, second heading. Okay, third heading you have to make main aim of the introducing English system. Fourth, downward filtration theory. Okay, merits and demerits, then criticism of Macaulay minute, then conclusion. So this, guys, if you write all the headings, then you can get the full marks, right? 14 out of the 14 with 6.5 or 7 pages, right? Okay. The fourth question is the discuss the salient features of the Varda scheme of education. Okay. Side by side we open our syllabus. So ये देखो fourth question. Discuss the salient feature of a Varda scheme of education. Okay. Right? इसको मैं सारों को फिलहाल मैं करता हूँ black first of all. Okay. ये no color. Right. Now this is okay, right? तो फर्स्ट मेन रिकमेंडेशंस ऑफ बुद्धिस्ट वी आर डन, राइट? इसको येलो कर देता हूं, और ये फोर्थ, ओके, वी डिस्कस्ड, ओके, एंड यूनिट 1 में मैकुले मिनट वी डिस्कस्ड, राइट गाइस? दिस इज अवर पेपर, ओके, एंड in the unit 2 we are discussing this salient features of the Vardha scheme of education 37, right guys? और ये देखो सेकंड क्वेश्चन भी इजी आया है अंडर द यूनिट 2. द सेकंड क्वेश्चन हैज कम मेन रिकमेंडेशन ऑफ द सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन कमीशन 52-53, राइट? तो बेसिकली व्हेन यू सी द सिलेबस ना, मुझे तो ऑरली याद है सिलेबस, ओके, कमीशंस हैं आपके 52-53, सेकंड है 64-66, थर्ड है 1986, देन 1992, राइट गाइस? So if last time has come secondary education commission, so then the next time you can after 2 days it can come off 1986, right? But both questions are easy, you can attempt anyone. So in this solved paper we have attempted the questions, we are giving answer of salient features of the Vardha scheme of education, right? ये देखो Vardha scheme of education, it was given by Gandhi ji, Mahatma Gandhi, right? The Vardha scheme of education is also known as Nai Talim, basic education, Bunyadi Talim, basic Shiksha scheme. Okay, these are the 3 or 4 names of the Vardha scheme of education. Okay, you have to remember this scheme is given by the Gandhi ji. It is also known as the Nai Talim, basic education, Bunyadi Talim, or basic Shiksha, right? This scheme was the outcome of the sound thinking of Gandhiji, who initiated and strengthened several constructive programs for the economic, educational, and social development of the people. he considered education as an effective instrument of the national reconstruction, right? तो ये वर्धा स्कीम ऑफ एजुकेशन क्या कहती है? Now यहाँ से ये देखो, ये first introductions you have to talk about, okay? Then basically the question is demanding features of the Varda scheme of education, okay? So guys, you have to fill at least 4 or 5 pages of features of a Varda scheme of education by introducing what is a Varda scheme, who initiated this in 1 or 2 pages, okay? So you guys, you can see that what is the main aim of Varda scheme of educations, right? Free compulsory educations, okay? I'm not discussing in detail because we have already discussed this topic, okay, in the class, and even this lecture I have already taken, okay guys, because after 2 days you have to give the exam. That's why I'm taking again for you, okay, so then you can recall it, right? And 7 years of education for all the kids. Gandhiji said that, okay, up to the 7 years, okay, uh, basic education should start, okay. Primary education start from the 7 years, okay. Purposeful education is education for the masses, mother tongue to the medium. And Gandhiji said that under the Varda scheme of education or under the Nai Talim, what the Gandhiji said that education should be in the mother tongue, means vernacular language. ओके, सो ये वर्धा स्कीम कब आई थी? आप डेट देखो इसकी 1937, राइट? ओके, सो ये आपने याद करना है. तो गाइस बेसिकली ना, आई एडवाइस यू, बिकॉज दिस इज द एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन क्लास, तो हियर under the Varda scheme of education, if you want to learn this question, so you have to learn these all headings, okay? Matlab you can explain easily, right? All the things, flexible curriculum and free environment, craft centered education, these all things, right? तो एंड लास्ट में thus in conclusions, ये देखो conclusions आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, right? Okay, next, main recommendation of the Secondary Education Commission's 1952-53. Okay, fifth question. ये देखो, we are talking about the fifth questions, recommendations of the Secondary Education Commission 52-53. Okay, so basically you can say that, अच्छा, Secondary Education Commission है, it is also called the Mudaliar Commission. Okay, Mudaliar कौन थे? He was the the Secondary Education Commission is also known as Mudaliar Commission, was appointed by the government of India in terms of their resolutions to bring changes in the present education system and make it better for the nation. Dr. A. Lakshman Swami Mudaliar, he was the Vice Chancellor of the Madras University. Okay, guys. So that's why sometime questions can come. Explain the Mudaliar Commission. तो Mudaliar Commissions का मतलब ही यही है, guys. It is talking about the Secondary Education Commission 52-53. Okay, got the point? अब this thing I'm telling you, when you write this answer, recommendations of the Secondary Education Commission, and you are writing any of the name, so guys you have to underline that name, okay, because examiner doesn't have the time to see your answers one word, right? In a right, you have to underline this thing, okay, because he will come to know that, okay, the name of the vice chancellor, okay, the chairpersons, the chairman, okay, who appointed for the Secondary Education Commission, okay. Then this is the main recommendations by the Secondary Education Commission या Mudaliar Commissions. ये देखो, development of a democratic citizenship, education for leadership, concept of world citizenship, development of personality, vocational capability and efficiency, diversification of the courses, stress on agriculture education, rural schools, technical education, other type of a school, education for girls, study of language. तो ये सारे के सारे points, guys, under the Secondary Education Commission, Mudaliar Commissions, you have to learn, right? Recommendations on selections of textbook, recommendations on improving teacher status, recommendations on health education, recommendations on management and administration of a secondary school, recommendation of a finance, and last में conclusions. Okay. Okay. The next question, sixth question is, ये देखो, under a unit 3. So this is a important, and I recommend to all of you, okay, you learn this question because this is a very much important. Okay, these questions can also repeat. Explain the national values as enriched in Indian constitutions along with their educational implications. So guys, कोई भी questions है when it comes in this form with educational implications, okay, तो उसके वो chances जरूर हो जाते हैं कि भाई ये जो है ये definitely it can repeat. Okay, explain the national values as enriched in the Indian constitutions along with their educational implications under the unit 3. Even seventh question is also easy. What do you mean by international understanding? How it can be developed in schools? Okay, right? Ye in today's notes na, okay, I have given the answer of this. Okay, about the international understanding and how it can develop in schools, right guys? And under the unit 4, discuss the concept of equality of educational opportunities. In today's notes I have given the answer of this also. Okay, last time we missed na. Okay, in today's notes I have given. Okay, so we will discuss. Okay, so first we are talking about sixth one. Explain the national values as enriched in Indian constitutions along with their educational implications. Right guys, so we come to the this file. Ye dekhiye. So basically in this questions na, it is talking about, you know, along with national values na, you have to explain जो हमारे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस के अंदर भी हैं, राइट? तो ये देखो, द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशंस ऑफ एनी कंट्री सर्व्स several purposes. It lays down certain ideals that form the basis of the kind of a country that we as citizens aspire to live in. A country is usually made up of a different communities of people who share certain beliefs but may not necessarily agree on all issues. A constitution helps serves as a set of a principle, rules and procedure on which there is a consensus. These form the basic according to which the people want the country to govern and society to move on. So basically, for the introductions I have written about the constitution, but basically you have to write start from here. Constitutional's value and their preamble of the constitution. Okay, means हमारा constitution बात क्या करता है national values की. It talks about brotherhood, है ना? It talks about sovereignty. देखो ना हमारी constitutions के अंदर है, right? It talks about socialism, secularism, right? Democracy. Okay, तो ये सारी के सारी ये चीजें you have to explain. Justice, liberty, equality, okay, fraternity, ये देखिए आ गया. The dignity of the individual, unity and integrity of the nation. और अब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजंस क्या हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एजुकेशन? फ्री एंड कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन मींस इवन हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कह रहा है फ्री एंड कंपल्सरी एजुकेशन. मतलब व्हाट आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल यू guys, when the constitutions made na in the year of 1950, so basically it is written in the constitutions free and compulsory education. Article ये देखो 45 says there should be a free and compulsory education. But since independence up to, you can say, today, okay, matlab, it is not implementing across the India. Guys, this is the reason na in the year of 2010 na we made the Right to Education Act. Right to Education Act bhi to yahi kehta hai free and compulsory educations or elementary education from the age of 6 to 14 years of student. Matlab, it is a fundamental right to every person, right? If anybody is caught during the child labor and others, so it is a punishable, right? So अब active बन गया ना, because people are not following this thing. So constitutional provisions you have to talk. Free and compulsory education, religious instructions, language safeguard, equality of opportunity, education of a minorities, right? हमारी constitutions के अंदर लिखा हुआ है, right? Even minority colleges भी होते हैं. Okay, education of a weaker section than scheduled caste, ये free है, 25% free है, right? Because whosoever the school in the India, okay, मतलब whatever the strength of the school, 25% persons he has to admit as a weaker section, scheduled caste and other, and जो उसकी फीस वगैरह है, it is वो फी जो है वो वेवर होनी चाहिए, राइट? हमारा इट इज रिटन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. बिकॉज तभी तो वो ऊपर आएंगे ना जो वीकर सेक्शंस हैं, राइट? बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन. Okay, are you listening? We are talking about equality of education. Guys, equality of education तब तक नहीं आ सकती जब तक सोसाइटी में इक्वालिटी ना आ जाए. तो टू कम द सोसाइटी में इक्वालिटी लेके आने के लिए, ओके, वी हैव टू फॉलो दीज रूल्स. अब नाउ इफ देयर इज ए इनइक्वालिटी, तो रीजन क्या है? व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट? बिकॉज वी आर नॉट इम्प्लीमेंटिंग, right? We are not 100% implementing, right? Because many schools, you have seen that they are taking fee from every student, right? तो ये सारी हमारी ये क्या है? These are the constitutional provisions in with respect to education, right? ये देखो questions पढ़ो जरा. This is a very good question, right guys? Explain the national values as enriched in the Indian constitutions along with their educational implications. So guys, these all things you have to explain in this, right? ये देखो आर्टिकल्स भी मेंशन किए हुए हैं मैंने. ओके, ये तो होगी फर्स्ट फाइल, राइट? अब देखो नेक्स्ट आ गया क्वेश्चन हमारा 7. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द इंटरनेशनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हाउ कैन इट बी डेवलप्ड इन स्कूल्स? ओके, दिस इज आल्सो इजी क्वेश्चंस. ओके, इसको भी हम डिस्कस करते हैं. इसको भी मैं शेड कर देता हूं. ओके, एंड आई ओपन द सेकंड फाइल which today I have sent to you, right? And in this file, the answer of this question is also written. Okay, you can see that 7th one. ये देखो guys, this is the 7th, this one, right? On the, you can see, okay, if you have the pen you can note down on the page number of 37, right? Because 36 tak to last wali file thi na, right? Now from the in today's file of 71 pages. Okay, तो ये देखिए 7th questions. I have also made a notes for you, right? What do you mean by international understanding? How can it be developed in schools? Okay, 7th questions. And okay, see in the paper, ये देखो 7th question, right? History and political of education, that was, this is the paper, last year paper. Okay, so all the 4 questions we discussed short. Unit 1 में हम Macaulay minute we discussed. Unit 2 में we talk about Varda scheme of education, then secondary education commission. और Unit 3 में 6 question we discussed, national values as enriched in Indian constitutions. Now we are talking about the 7th question also. What do you mean by international understanding? Okay, तो ये देखो पहले तो समझो what is a international understanding. International understanding means, or internationalism means, it is a feeling that the individual is not only a member of his country but a member of the world as well. It is a sense of a world citizenship which enables individuals to hold a global perspective instead of a local or a national viewpoint. Okay, because whole of the world now it seems like a village, guys. Okay, so we have to develop the international understanding, right? National understanding first, then international understanding. Okay, so guys, means we, the teacher or principal should be such type, they should have a broader outlook, right? Because only then we can compete with the world, right? So question is that how, what do you mean by international understanding? 5 number है. 9 number का क्या है question? How it can be developed in schools? Because ना देखो कोई भी चीज है, right, related to the constitutions, related to the society, guys, whatever the things, okay, we fulfill these things with the help of the education. Because what is the purpose of education? Try to understand. The purpose of education is to overall development of the person, harmonious development of the person, to work on the personality of the student. The work of the teacher and principal is to work on the personality of the student. This is the modern aim of education. And if we want to fill the international understanding among students, so guys, first of all, we should have a broaden outlook. Okay, only then we can fill these things among students. Okay, so first you have come to know about the what is the international understanding. Okay, ये देखो एक definitions भी I have given. Oliver Goldsmith has said, international understanding is a feeling. ये देखिए, international understanding is a feeling that the individual is not only a member of his state but a member of the world, right? And you know, ये देख सकते हैं, in this way international understanding means global brotherhood, means हम अपने only India के persons को ही we shouldn't consider only the brother, even the you know different country में, okay, in the Pakistan also, okay, we should consider as a brother and sister, right? Global brotherhood, global citizenship, global friendship, welfare of a human being. देखो बहुत बढ़िया नोट्स बनाया आपके लिए, right? And ये देखिए, this is the important, the following 2 points are necessary for the creation of the international understanding. तो 2 पॉइंट मैंने एक्सप्लेन किए हैं, कौन कौन से? रिस्पेक्ट टू ईच अदर्स कल्चर, मतलब वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट द अदर कल्चर, वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट द ईद आल्सो, वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट द दिवाली आल्सो, वी शुड रिस्पेक्ट द क्रिसमस आल्सो, राइट? So we are talking about the global brotherhood and love to humanity, right guys? तो ये देखो 2.5 पेज बनाए हैं इंटरनेशनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बिकॉज क्वेश्चन कम्स ऑफ द 5 मार्क्स, एंड 9 नंबर आया है अ रोल ऑफ टीचर इन डेवलपिंग इंटरनेशनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, है ना, कैसे स्कूल्स में डेवलप होती है। देखिए, ब्रॉड आउटलुक, टू अंडरस्टैंड मैन एज ए मैन, एम्फसाइजिंग पीस, कल्टिवेटिंग राइट वैल्यूज, एजुकेटिंग अडल्ट सोसाइटी, राइट, यूज ऑफ इफेक्टिव मेथड्स ऑफ टीचिंग, करेक्ट इंटरप्रिटेशंस। और फिर फर्दर आगे आई मेड ए नोट्स, role of education for fostering international understanding, right? So ये सारे के सारे points I have written, right? And in fact, the following are some of the ways and means of organizing education for promoting the feelings of international understanding aims. Redesigning the curriculum means whenever we are making the curriculum, so there should be a we should touch the global perspective also, right? Curricular aspect, right? Co-curricular activities, even in the schools also we should celebrate all the days, celebrating ये देखो all the days, international weeks, every weeks we should know that. Face to face contacts means even you should start the kind of a program, okay, to develop the international understanding. Okay, you can sign the MOU with the foreign country, and your students can visit over there, and it's happening, that, right? So guys, these are the point of by this way you can develop the international understanding. This is the easy questions. Okay, now next question is 8th question and the 4th unit. It is a last. Okay, discuss the concept of equality of educational opportunities. What measures can be taken from bringing equality of educational opportunities? Okay, इसके बाद we will discuss the syllabus. Okay, ये देखो last questions, equality of educational opportunities. I have made a notes for you also, you can see that. ये देखो concept of equality of educational opportunities. Okay, so basically what is the educational opportunities? Equality of educational opportunities, right? So basically you come from these 3 Naik definitions, JP Naik, SK Kochhar or VR Taneja. Okay, so JP Naik has said equality of educational opportunity has several aspects. The most important of these is the recognition of the right to education as a human right, as the birthright of the every individual, irrespective of a religion, caste, race, language, color, class or socio-economic status. तो एक गाइस ये आप कर लो, यही इंपॉर्टेंट है, मतलब दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, मतलब इसी के अंदर आ गया इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी, राइट? मतलब दिस डेफिनेशन इज क्लियरिंग द कंसेप्ट ऑफ इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी, मतलब जेपी नायक साहब ये कह रही हैं कि देयर आर सेवरल एस्पेक्ट ऑफ इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी, बट द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट इज दैट एजुकेशन इज द you know recognition of the, मतलब he is saying recognition of the right to education as a human right or as the birthright of every person across the India, okay, irrespective of color, caste, creed, language, socio-economic status. This is called the equality of educational opportunity. Okay. फिर ये दो तीन definitions लिखने के बाद I have explained this. ये देखो definitions को explain किया है. Okay. And उसके बाद I have written there is a great need for emphasizing the equality of opportunity in education due to the following reasons. राइट ये सारे के सारे रीजंस लिखे हैं. अब प्रॉब्लम्स क्या आ रही है बेसिकली, ओके, व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम्स वी आर फेसिंग फॉर द इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटीज. बेसिकली ये देखिए यही प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, डिफरेंस इन इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस एट होम, जेंडर डिस्पैरिटीज, वो हम ही कर रहे हैं देखा जाए तो, मतलब मेल और फीमेल में डिस्पैरिटीज कर रहे हैं समटाइम्स. ओके, इवन टीचर यही करता है, आपने देखा होगा, यू हैव सीन दैट. रीजनल इम्बैलेंस, फिजियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंस, difference in home conditions, disparity between backward and advanced classes. हम ही कर रहे हैं being teacher. अगर कोई डॉक्टर का बेटा है, जज का बेटा है, किसी कोई बेटा, तो we give the more attention, okay, irrespective instead of son of rickshaw puller, right? So we are doing the disparity, so we have to remove this disparity. That's why such type of a syllabus are in our B.Ed or M.Ed courses. Because we are the teachers, we are the principal, we are the torch bearer of the society, right guys? We are the nation builder. Unless we have to make our we have to broaden our mind, right guys? So we have to remove such kind of things. So these are the problems of equality of educational opportunities, right? Non availability of adequate. अब उसके बाद the question, अब we see the question is that discuss the concept of equality of educational opportunities. Okay, 7 marks. Next, what measures, yes, this is the important, what measures can be taken for bringing quality of educational opportunities. बड़ा अच्छा questions है और बड़ा ही easy है guys. Okay, when you read the questions ना, so answer is very much clear in your mind. Okay, so now here we are talking about what are the measures we are taking care of that for equalizations of educational opportunities. Constitutional provision, naturally बात है, ठीक है, wide distribution of institutions, provisions of a preschool education, provisions of a scholarship and other facilities. Yes, ये देखो ना, ये देखो फिर वही चीज आ गई है, यहाँ पे पॉइंट आ गया guys. इक्वालिटी ऑफ एजुकेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटीज है ना, इट कैनॉट बी कंप्लीटेड अनलेस हमारी जो सोसाइटी है, राइट, सोसाइटी इज डिवाइडेड इनटू मेनी पार्ट्स. ओके, एससी पर्संस भी हैं, एसटी पर्संस भी हैं, राइट? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू अपलिफ्ट द वीकर सेक्शन. We have to provide the scholarship and other facilities to those students, okay, because these are the right of those students. It is written in the constitutions, okay, 25% students we have to take from the weaker section, SC or ST, okay, but very less number of schools they are implementing these things, right? Ye dekho, provision of a scholarship and other facilities, special treatment for the SC, ST and other backward communities, है ना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम उनको ऊपर तो लेके आए ना, राइट, अप टू दैट लेवल. ओनली देन इक्वालिटी ऑफ education opportunities, equality of educational opportunities they can get, right? Residential schools, special education of the handicapped. अब आप ये देखिए, sometimes ना any handicapped student or any visually impairment students, having the eyes problem, or any kind of a problem, you can say that mentally retarded student, such kind of a special students, you can say that na. Okay, when they come in our class, so basically being teacher don't take care more, okay, मतलब we should have those facilities. Okay, मतलब we should have the wheelchair, we should have the equipment, है ना, for the special students also. Only then, guys, we can create the equality of educational opportunities. So these are the measures taken care by us, right? And last में conclusions, right? उसके बाद ये लास्ट वाला क्वेश्चन ही आपने खुद करना है, ठीक है, फ्रॉम द गाइड या बुक में से 9th क्वेश्चन. ओके, ये दिस वन, ये 9th क्वेश्चन, ये वेरी इजी है. व्हाट इज द एजुकेशन एज रिलेटेड टू इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड एजुकेशन फॉर वुमेन. ओके, अदरवाइज ऑल द क्वेश्चंस आई हैव सोल्ड फॉर यू, राइट गाइस. ओके, उसके बाद क्या है, ये नोट्स में आप देखना. उसके बाद राइट additional notes on the page number 52. okay, Bentic proclamations, guys, I have made a notes. okay, मैं ना आपको पहले I show you the syllabus also. आप ना ये सिलेबस देखो आपका, ये दिस इज द सिलेबस. आप देखो सिलेबस में क्या है, ये देखो बेंटिक प्रोक्लेमेशंस ना, व्हेन यू सी द सिलेबस ना, इट इज इन द बोल्ड. तो इट मींस 1 साल या 2 साल पहले, राइट, मतलब दिस थिंग हैज एडेड इन अवर सिलेबस. तो गाइस, बेंटिक प्रोक्लेमेशन ये देखिए, फिर यहाँ पे इंडियन यूनिवर्सिटी कमीशन, हार्टोग कमिटी, नेशनल पॉलिसी, फ्रीडम, वैल्यूज, पॉलिटिकल इकोनॉमी, यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड, इक्विटी एंड इक्वालिटी ऑफ इक्वालिटी अपॉर्चुनिटी, एंड एडवांसमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट इन 21st सेंचुरी. तो दीज ना, मतलब सी द सिलेबस, दीज थिंग्स आर इन बोल्ड, means it has updated. So guys, it will definitely come, right? तो आपने इनको तो याद करना ही करना है. तो काफियों का तो मैंने आपका नोट्स बना दिया. ये देखो बेंटिक प्रोक्लेमेशंस, अंडर द एडिशनल नोट्स यू हैव टू लर्न, राइट. ये बेंटिक, वो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड ना, लॉर्ड विलियम बेंटिक, है ना, हु वाज अ गवर्नर जनरल, राइट, हु पास द रेजोल्यूशन. फिर उसके बाद ये देखो इंडियन एजुकेशन कमीशन 64-66. okay, we already have discussed. तो ये भी notes आपके I have made for you, right? उसके बाद NPE 1986, National Policy on Education 1986. okay, already we have discussed, okay, 2-3 times. okay, so ये notes already I have already given to you, but today under a one PDF file na, I have given you everything, right guys? And last में political perspective of education. okay, now guys, अब now we see in last our syllabus, right? So how we have to do that? So this is our syllabus, guys. okay, अब this is the important thing. okay, so be attentive to all of you, right? तो guys देखो unit 1 में first question है, there are 2 chapters. One is education in India during Vedic, Buddhist and medieval period, or second is education in British period. So guys, I will suggest you go for the second one, right? Means matlab first so we have to see our long questions na, 4 long questions would come, 14 marks each. So we have to focus on our long question first. okay, then I request to all of you, okay guys, to go for the second one, right? Because when you attempt the second na, so many questions are coming, right? So first what you have to do, matlab for your final exams now, what you have to do, you can write it. Number 1, you have to learn the last year paper I have solved for you. And second, whatever I'm telling you within the syllabus, you have to follow this. And I'm sure you will attempt your 100%, right? ये देखो बेंटिक प्रोक्लेमेशंस we have already discussed. मैकॉले मिनट मैंने बता दिया है. वुड डिस्पैच कमीशंस और लॉर्ड कर्जन्स एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, ये भी इजी है, ये आप अपनी गाइड में से कर सकते हैं, राइट? अब आ जाओ यूनिट सेकंड. यूनिट सेकंड में फर्स्ट इज, ये 2 चीजें इन्होंने दी हुई हैं, यू कैन सी दैट. इसको पहले हम नो कलर करें, ये देखो, राइट? अब इसका पर्पस ये है, यूनिट 2 में फॉर ए लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन you can do the commissions, guys, because these are the easy. ये देखो चारों कमीशंस कर लो नीचे वाले, 48, 49, 52, 53, 64, 66 और फिर 86. 1992 तो उसके अपग्रेड ही है ना, उसका you can say that some of the additions hai, right? For a long you can attempt this. And then under the unit 3, I advise to all of you, go for the sixth one. Education in relations to national values as enriched in Indian constitutions. We have discussed national integration, nationalism, universal brotherhood, and international understanding. We have discussed. To go for the sixth one. And under the unit 7, for a long questions, go for the seventh one. Education as related to economic growth and investment and socially economy disadvantaged section, because this is an easy one, right? Others jo hai na, you can learn for the short answers, okay, right? So this is my advice, okay? But if you think that other one is easy, and a second one which we are leaving for the short answers, so you can attempt one, okay? So last time again I'm telling you, under the unit 1, go for the this part, Charo policy. Under a unit 2, go for the fourth one, all the fourth commission for a long answers. And under a unit 3, go for the 3 topics. And under a unit 4, go for the 7th one. Right, guys? So all of the notes you have got, right? If any of the question, okay, it is not covered in the notes, so guys, you can see from the guide also, because in the guide, it is also written in a very easy language and in a systematic, right? So I have given you the notes also, I have taken the class also. Today I have taken your exam preparation class also. So best wishes for your second paper, guys. The same way you attempted your first paper, in the same way, guys, you have to attempt your second paper, okay? Because the important is not that to cover all the syllabus. Important is that to fill all the pages, to attempt all the questions. This is the most important, okay? So thank you so much, guys, for today's class. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sisters.